Well, we have gotten our biggest rumor so far when it comes to LEGO Star Wars 2026, and that the May 4th Ultimate Collector Series set is rumored to be the Mandalorian's N-1 Starfighter. This rumor comes from a Clay Brick on Instagram, and the entire rumor is that the May 4th Ultimate Collector Series set is going to be Din Djarin's or the Mandalorian's N-1 Starfighter, and that we are going to be getting a new mold for Grogu within that set. That is all of the details that we have at this point in time. Now, I'm definitely not surprised that this is a rumor for 2026. We have the Mandalorian and Grogu movie releasing later on in the year, so I feel like 2026 and 2027 even will be decently heavy in terms of sets based on the Mandalorian, either the TV show or the movie, just to coincide with the movie's release. And we've gotten the Playscale version of the Mandalorian's N-1 Starfighter. We have the Microfighter, the 4+ set. At this point, why not just round everything out and give us an Ultimate Collector Series version of it? And I personally am a pretty big fan of The Mandalorian, especially seasons 1 and 2, and even the whole callback episode in the Book of Boba Fett 2, where you saw Din get the N1 and fly it through Mos Espa, the whole callback to the pod race. That was really awesome. I really did love that quite a lot, so I'm not upset that we are getting a UCS Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter set. I think it could be really cool, and the design team is probably going to do an amazing job with it. But where is the Episode 1 UCS version of the N-1 Starfighter? To me, that ship is way more iconic and way more really needed in terms of offerings from LEGO Star Wars. And it kind of feels like LEGO fumbled things a little bit, because had they in 2024, with the 25th anniversary of Episode 1, released a UCS version of the N-1 Starfighter based on Episode 1, knock it out of the park, design it really, really well, then what they could do is take that structure of that N1 and modify it and swap the colors around to then make the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. And then the two side by side would look absolutely amazing, because the consistency between them, the continuity between them would be there on display. And you could see how they took that N1 Starfighter that you see on display and then they modified it for Din in terms of, kind of the new era of Star Wars that we have, and they would look amazing side by side. I just really think that LEGO kind of fumbled it here, because that would have then given us another set based on Episode 1 in 2024 for that 25th anniversary, and then we would have gotten both. And I think people would have been a bit happier, because then it feels like the yellow N1 isn't just getting left out again. And I totally see a counter argument for that being that then there would be two N1 UCS sets on shelves, but there would be something for everyone, and LEGO would just have to really only design it once and then just adjust the versions. It's not like you're reinventing the wheel, and then hardcore LEGO Star Wars fans like myself would just end up buying both, and they're essentially the same core design, just adjusted to be that modified version for the Mandalorian. Even with the Jango Fett's UCS Slave 1, I would love for LEGO to just take that amazing UCS set and adjust the color scheme, make it accurate for Boba Fett to be then an original trilogy version of the UCS Slave 1, and then both of them will look great on shelves because they're the same ship. So just that consistency on display would then in fact be there. So that's kind of my thoughts on this right now. I'm excited to get a UCS version of the Mandalorian's N-1 Starfighter, because to me that was a really cool moment from this new era of Star Wars. However, I do think the Episode 1 N1 100% has deserved to have been remade as a UCS set well before the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. It's way more iconic. It's just a set that really deserves it, in my opinion. And I just think LEGO fumbled it a bit, because they had the perfect opportunity to make both, at least. And then I think the community would be a bit happier. Like, okay, it makes sense. You guys already designed an amazing Episode 1 N1 Starfighter. Okay, modify it, give those who love The Mandalorian Din Djarin's version of that ship, but at least then we have gotten the one that really the majority of the fan base, I think, would really want more. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Not surprised. It's to kind of be expected. I'm sure it's going to be great, but I want the yellow one. That's the one that I really want the most, and I'm the most looking forward to. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are disappointed with this outcome in terms of what we are let's be honest, probably going to be getting for that May 4th UCS set. There are a lot of other sets that I would have loved to have gotten as well over this, but it just makes sense. My expectations were there, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. But let me know what you guys think about this rumor for 2026 in the comments down below. so far, things aren't looking that amazing, unfortunately, with all the other little rumors that have come up so far that I haven't covered on the channel. But if you guys want to hear my thoughts on more rumors, let me know in the comments. This was a big one that I definitely wanted to touch on the channel. Take care, everyone. As always, my name is Justin, and I'll see you guys on the next LEGO Star Wars video on Obi-Wan Studios.